John Deere just shook the entire automotive world, and nobody saw it coming. For over a century, this brand has ruled the fields, the farms, and the construction sites. But now they're stepping directly into the heart of the pickup truck war, and the 2026 John Deere pickup isn't some marketing stunt or concept drawing. It's a real machine, built from the ground up to challenge Ford, Chevy, Ram, and Toyota in the one segment they never expected John Deere to touch. The industry is rattled because John Deere isn't just launching a truck, they're rewriting the rules of what a work vehicle should be. This new 2026 John Deere pickup is engineered with the same rugged DNA that farmers have trusted for generations. Instead of chasing flashy gimmicks, John Deere focused on raw capability, durability, and extreme utility. The frame is a reinforced high-strength design inspired directly by their heavy equipment division, meaning this truck is closer to a scaled-down workhorse tractor than a typical consumer pickup. And that's exactly why traditional automakers are panicking. John Deere is entering the segment with a machine designed for actual work, not soft upgrades or luxury packages. Under the hood, John Deere is offering a powertrain that instantly shocked the entire industry, a hybrid diesel system derived from their commercial engines. It delivers massive torque at low RPM, exactly what farmers, ranchers, and contractors need. Ford and GM spent years dialing back diesel options. John Deere just rolled in with a new generation of diesel hybrid tech that makes their trucks look outdated, and rumors suggest a fully electric model is also in development, powered by their own high-capacity industrial battery packs used in next-gen electric tractors. If that's true, the EV truck market just gained a serious threat. But here's the part that stunned analysts. John Deere built this pickup to integrate directly with their existing equipment ecosystem. Imagine driving your truck onto a job site and instantly syncing with your tractor, skid steer, combine, or excavator. The truck becomes a command center with telematics, equipment diagnostics, and even autonomous machine coordination. No other pickup offers this because no other automaker owns an ecosystem this massive. For millions of farmers and workers, this is a game changer that could completely shift brand loyalty. The exterior design also shocked people for one reason. It looks like nothing else on the road. John Deere didn't copy Ford. They didn't mimic Ram. The front end carries a bold industrial-grade grille with the iconic green and yellow detailing that instantly tells you this isn't just a truck, it's a tool. Thick steel bumpers, modular panels, and a bed system designed for attachments instead of accessories push it far into professional equipment territory. This isn't a lifestyle truck, it's a purpose-built machine, and that's exactly why the industry is so nervous. Inside, John Deere ditched the luxury-first trend and went with a rugged cabin built for real-world abuse. The floor is washable, the buttons are glove-friendly, the tech is minimal but functional, no distracting screens, just durable controls, heavy-duty materials, and a layout meant for hard work. But the shocker is the optional Work Hub system, a fold-down panel that transforms the cabin into a mobile workstation with power outlets, equipment controls, and diagnostic screens. It's the kind of thing contractors and farmers have been begging for, and John Deere delivered. Competitors are scrambling because John Deere isn't playing by traditional rules. They're targeting commercial buyers, rural markets, agricultural workers, and fleet operators. The groups that buy trucks for actual work, and those customers already trust John Deere more than almost any automaker. If even a fraction of them switch to this pickup, brands like Ford Super Duty and Ram HD will feel the impact instantly. Industry experts are already warning that John Deere could carve out a massive segment almost overnight because they're offering something the traditional truck brands forgot: a real working machine built for work, not for lifestyle. And the pricing rumors are adding even more chaos. Insiders believe John Deere is aiming for a price that undercuts heavy-duty trucks while offering more capability, more durability, and better long-term reliability thanks to their proven engines. If that's true, this 2026 pickup could spark a price war the big automakers are absolutely not prepared for. And considering John Deere's dealer network is already spread across rural America, they don't need to build a new sales infrastructure. They're walking straight into the truck market with an advantage most companies would kill for. John Deere didn't just announce a truck, they sent a message. A message that the future of work vehicles won't be decided by automakers alone. It will be shaped by the companies that actually know how work gets done. And this 2026 pickup is just the beginning of a much bigger plan that the industry is trying hard to understand. Because the hints John Deere dropped suggest they aren't stopping at one truck. They might be building an entire lineup, and that's where the real shockwave hit the auto industry. Insiders claim John Deere Deere is already testing multiple versions of this pickup platform. A heavy-duty variant designed to replace 3 to 4 ton trucks, a midsize model aimed at rural buyers who don't need massive towing numbers, and even a commercial flatbed version meant for farm fleets and small construction companies. If these leaks are accurate, John Deere isn't dipping their toe into the market. They're preparing a full invasion, and the big automakers are watching their territory shrink before their eyes. What's making executives at Ford, GM, and Stellantis even more uneasy is John Deere's approach to durability. Usually, trucks are tested on proving grounds or specific off-road trails. John Deere tested this pickup on actual farms, pulling feed wagons, towing broken down tractors, hauling grain, running through mud deeper than the tires, and operating for hours under extreme stress. These aren't tests designed for marketing videos. These are tests designed to expose every weak point, every flaw, and every potential failure before the truck ever reaches a customer. They're selling reliability, capability, and work-driven engineering that comes from decades of building machines that run in the harshest environments on Earth. And with the 2026 launch window, the timing couldn't be worse for the competition. Automakers are already struggling with EV transitions, supply chain challenges, and shrinking profit margins. Now John Deere is stepping in with a product they didn't prepare for, targeting customers they assumed were locked into their brands. As more leaks continue to surface, it's becoming clear that John Deere isn't just stepping into the pickup truck market. They're planning to dominate an entirely new category of work-focused vehicles. Analysts believe the upcoming 2025 reveal will showcase the truck's real-world performance in ways the industry has never seen before, and workers in agriculture, construction, oil fields, and forestry are already buzzing with anticipation, because if John Deere delivers everything they're hinting at, this truck could represent the first true shakeup in the pickup segment in decades, and insiders say the next phase of their plan goes even further, with early documents suggesting that John Deere might soon unveil a dedicated heavy-duty electric work platform, something far beyond a typical pickup. Early whispers describe it as a cross between a flatbed, a utility hauler, and a compact tractor, built specifically for farms, construction sites, and industrial yards. This wouldn't be a consumer vehicle. It would be a fully electric work machine capable of powering tools, running equipment, and hauling massive loads without a drop of fuel. And if John Deere pairs this with their upcoming pickup, they could create a two-vehicle ecosystem that automakers simply can't compete with. Industry insiders believe this electric platform will be designed to operate as both a standalone vehicle and a mobile power station. Picture a machine that can charge your tools, power your workshop, run welding equipment, or provide energy to multiple machines in the field, entirely off-grid. Ford tried positioning the F-150 Lightning as a backup generator. This is the kind of feature manufacturers like Ford and GM dream of offering but never quite execute. John Deere, on the other hand, already has the tech. They've been running connected fleets of autonomous tractors for years, and now they're placing that same intelligence into a pickup, turning it from a simple vehicle into a literal command hub. If this package is real, it would instantly become one of the most powerful productivity tools in the work truck segment. What's really blowing analysts' minds is how fast John Deere is moving. Within months of announcing the 2026 pickup, they've already lined up suppliers, tested prototypes, and started training dealer technicians. Traditional automakers take years, sometimes decades, to make moves this big. Deere is acting like they've been planning this for a long time, and many insiders believe that's exactly what's happening. Rumor has it that John Deere began developing a pickup platform nearly 6 years ago, quietly building and scrapping prototypes until they found a design durable enough to carry the John Deere name. And that durability is becoming legendary even before the truck hits showrooms. Leaked testing footage reportedly shows the pickup hauling 10,000-pound loads across rocky fields without suspension failure, towing broken machinery out of mud pits, and even navigating steep rain-soaked slopes with surprising stability. Test drivers say the hybrid diesel powertrain delivers torque instantly, almost like an electric motor, but with the endurance of a heavy-duty diesel. That combination alone could set a new standard for work-oriented performance. Then there's the software side of things, and this is where competitors are sweating. John Deere is reportedly integrating their AI-driven machine monitoring system, normally used on multi-million-dollar farm equipment, into the pickup. This system can detect potential mechanical issues before they happen, suggest maintenance schedules based on real-world usage, and even optimize power delivery for towing, hauling, or off-road conditions. The seats are rugged but supportive, the layout is simple but efficient, every control has a purpose, and the tech that's included feels like an actual advantage, not a distraction. It's a truck designed for people who use their vehicles as tools, not rolling lounges. The auto industry is buzzing because this move from John Deere threatens to fracture the pickup market in ways nobody predicted. The customers John Deere is targeting, farmers, ranchers, rural workers, construction crews, are groups that value trust and reliability above everything else, and they already trust John Deere more than any car brand. If this pickup truly delivers on its promises, the shift could be massive, and automakers are scrambling behind the scenes, trying to figure out how they'll respond if John Deere starts pulling buyers away from F-Series, Silverado HD, Ram HD, and even the midsize segment. But John Deere isn't revealing everything just yet. They hinted at a major event scheduled for early 2025, where they'll show more about the platform, the powertrain options, and their long-term plan for work vehicles. And behind the scenes, industry insiders say John Deere has something even bigger lined up, something that could redefine how work trucks are powered, built, and connected. And that's where things start to get even more intense, because the rumors surrounding this next announcement suggests John Deere might be preparing to introduce a fully modular chassis system, something no mainstream truck manufacturer has dared to attempt. According to leaks from suppliers, John Deere is developing a platform where the cab, bed, power unit, and even suspension components can be swapped or upgraded without replacing the entire truck. Imagine buying a truck once and upgrading it over time like you would a tractor or a piece of farm equipment. Need more towing capacity? Swap in the heavy-duty rear axle package. Need an electric power unit for indoor work or quiet operation? Remove the diesel hybrid module and install an electric drive unit. This concept alone could completely rewrite the economics of truck ownership. This would be catastrophic news for traditional automakers whose business model relies heavily on customers buying new trucks every few years. If John Deere empowers owners to keep their trucks for decades with simple modular upgrades, the entire cycle of model year refreshes, dealership upsells, and planned obsolescence gets disrupted. It's the kind of move only a brand with agricultural roots could pull off, because John Deere equipment is famously designed to last for generations, not just a finance term. Another detail that stunned analysts is John Deere's rumored partnership plans. Sources say the company has been in quiet talks with several major battery suppliers, advanced materials companies, and even autonomous software developers. And while Ford and GM are scaling back autonomous development due to cost, John Deere has been doubling down on autonomy in their agricultural equipment for years. Their tractors already plow fields with no human inside. Bringing that technology to a pickup truck would make John Deere the unexpected leader in work vehicle autonomy. Imagine a truck that can drive itself across a job site, reposition itself for loading, or even act as a mobile drone platform for surveying land. That's not futuristic for John Deere. It's already reality in their farming division, and now it's crossing into the automotive world. And then there's the global angle. The moment John Deere announced this truck, international markets took notice. In regions like Australia, South America, Africa, and parts of Europe, where farms, mines, and rural industries dominate, John Deere is already a household name. A rugged, heavy-duty pickup truck built by a brand trusted in the toughest environments could easily become the go-to work vehicle worldwide. Ford Ranger, Toyota Hilux, and Isuzu D-Max suddenly have a massive new competitor that doesn't need to build brand recognition. It already has it. Meanwhile, US automakers are scrambling because John Deere is attacking their strongest segment from a completely different angle. They're not marketing lifestyle. They're not selling luxury. And early reports say this pickup survived conditions that would cripple most consumer trucks. That alone is enough to make other brands rethink their definition of built tough. Then there's the bed system, and this part left truck fans stunned. John Deere built the bed like a utility attachment platform. Instead of simple tie-downs or storage cubbies, it features modular mounting rails that can lock in tool racks, power units, hydraulic connectors, compressor hookups, even small implement attachments. Imagine turning your pickup into a mini work tractor with plug-and-play accessories. For farmers, ranchers, and contractors, that's priceless. And for traditional automakers, it's a nightmare because none of them offer anything close to this level of functionality. The towing numbers are still unofficial, but the estimates alone are enough to shake the segment. Thanks to the hybrid diesel system and reinforced frame, experts predict the 2026 John Deere pickup could tow well over 15,000 pounds without breaking a sweat. That puts it squarely in heavy-duty territory, yet it's being being positioned as a general use work truck. If John Deere actually delivers those numbers, it will out-tow most half-ton trucks and even challenge some 3 to 4 ton models. And that's a reality the established truck brands did not want to face. But the biggest jaw-dropper is what John Deere revealed about reliability. They're aiming for a design life of 350,000 to 500,000 miles, nearly double what many consumer trucks are engineered for. This goal comes straight from their agricultural engineering division, where engines regularly run for thousands of hours under brutal conditions. If John Deere manages to bring that level of reliability into the truck market, repair shops and dealers are in for a major shakeup. These trucks could become the new benchmark for low-maintenance, high-longevity work vehicles. And while other automakers chase luxury cabins, massage seats, panoramic sunroofs, and massive entertainment screens, John Deere stayed brutally focused. They built a cabin meant for dirty boots, long days, farm work, and extreme environments. But what John Deere is developing is a different league. This is industrial-grade power, meant for people who actually rely on equipment to make a living. It's the kind of innovation that could wipe out the gap between traditional trucks and specialized machinery. And this leads to another reason the auto industry is nervous. John Deere's dealer network is built for service, not just sales. While automakers focus on pushing new models every year, John Deere dealers focus on maintaining equipment for decades. They're trained to keep machines alive, not push customers into new ones. That mindset completely changes the ownership experience for a truck buyer. Instead of dealing with dealership markups, unnecessary upsells, or long wait times for repairs, truck owners would get the same treatment as farmers maintaining tractors worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Fast service, easy parts availability, and techs who actually know how to fix things. Behind the scenes, some automakers are reportedly furious because John Deere has moved into a space they ignored for years. A true work-first pickup built like equipment, not like a luxury SUV, could expose just how far traditional trucks have drifted from their original purpose. And if John Deere succeeds, it might force brands like Ford and GM to go back to the drawing board and rethink what a work truck even means. The fear isn't just losing sales, it's losing identity. But here's where things get even more intense. John Deere's pickup is rumored to be launching with an ownership plan unlike anything in the automotive world. Instead of traditional financing, John Deere may offer equipment-style service packages, bundling maintenance, repairs, software updates, and even replacement parts into a single predictable cost. That means no dealership games, no surprise repair bills, and no complicated pricing. If this lands, it could revolutionize how people buy trucks, making the entire process more transparent and more customer-focused than anything offered by the big auto companies. Analysts say this move could set off a massive chain reaction, forcing automakers to rethink their entire sales strategy. And that pressure is already visible. Within days of John Deere's announcement, several competitors quietly began accelerating their own development programs. Some are rushing new diesel hybrid systems. Others are revisiting heavy-duty EV plans they had put on hold. A few are even exploring partnerships with equipment manufacturers to try and replicate what Deere already has. An integrated ecosystem that blends trucks, machinery, and smart technology into one platform. But John Deere isn't slowing down. In fact, everything coming out of their headquarters suggests they're doubling down. Engineers are reportedly testing additional prototypes in extreme weather conditions, from sub-freezing temperatures on northern ranch lands to scorching desert heat across the Southwest. And the early results sound almost unbelievable. Test drivers claim the truck's powertrain barely flinched under loads that would send conventional half-ton trucks into limp mode. And some of the cooling and torque delivery tech being used traces directly back to Deere's biggest machines, the kind designed to run all day, every day, without missing a beat. As the countdown to the official launch continues, the industry is bracing for what could be one of the most disruptive moments in pickup truck history, and employees inside John Deere are hinting that the next big reveal will include a shocking surprise, one that could push this truck from game changer to outright industry nightmare. Rumors are swirling that Deere might soon unveil a factory-built Work Command Suite, an add-on package that would transform the 2026 John Deere pickup into a mobile operations center, something no automaker has even attempted. Leaks describe it as a fold-out, weather-sealed workstation integrated directly into the truck's bedwall, complete with a ruggedized touchscreen, wireless drone controls, a built-in tool calibration module, and a high-output inverter connected to Deere's industrial power system. This would allow farmers, ranchers, and job site managers to coordinate entire operations from the back of a truck using real-time data from their equipment, fields, and crews.